beautiful. You will remember when you were the one who was helping to create this, that you were on the sacred council of those that promised to create a new earth together. That is what you're here to do. If you are listening to this, that is what you came here to do, and you will remember that. Alright, let's do a card reading. This is a deck that I don't use often, but the Mayans have been working with me. I like this one. It's just the 3-card spread, same thing that we typically do. But instead of past, present, and future, or mind, heart, body, this one's looking at illusion, integration, and gift. I like that. Illusion, integration, and gift. So, what is the illusion? Oh, these are really thin cards. I've got to be careful in the shuffle. Alright, so what is the illusion? What are we integrating? And what is the gift that we are receiving? So, call upon the energies of today, calling on the indigenous peoples of this land that allow me to sit here to heal, to share their medicine with me, calling upon the Mayans with the cacao that I have ingested and sacred ceremony, and with these oracle using the Mayan understanding, calling upon the galactics, which are represented here through the Mayans and working with me, calling on the master teacher of cacao. First card has come out. This is the illusion. All right. Calling upon the integration. My thank color guides, you're speaking to me loud and clear. I have been in reverence all day, thanking them, talking with them, so they're like, enough with this, just let's get on with it. Alright, and this is the gift. Complex stability. I have to say, looking at these cards with the concept of illusion, integration, and gift, my ego mind is going, these are in the wrong order, and are those really the cards? What does this mean? So I like seeing where my ego is going, what wants to question, and I am surrendering to the message because the messages have been clear all day long, and I am surrendering to what is coming through and here to better understand it, and I'm ready to share that with you. So let's start with the illusion. Harmonic resonance. This is so on point. Pierced by the harmonic of the one heart, you sing ecstasy song. Join in singing the dream awake. I mean, this is where I've been. I don't know if this is where you've been. There's been so much anxiety and challenge and, just working through shadow emotions coming through as we've been like purging. And I have really just allowed myself to be there, and I hope you've allowed yourself to be there too. And now I'm reaping the rewards of that hard work because things are just getting so much better. And today I've been really singing. I have been singing and creating and manifesting. And I've literally been singing. Right before I did this video, I was singing, and I was just telling myself I need to sing more. And so it says, join in the singing of the dream awake, and that's what I'm doing. So what does this mean with this idea of illusion? What is illusion? So the qualities of this card: empowerment, galactic grid, path of the one heart, solar passage. 8 is the ray of harmonic resonance, the foundation of self combined with the current of the Trinity. It is love made visible. Create the flow of harmony in your life. Enter the spiral frequencies of the greater galactic grid. You're being offered empowerment through your innate resonance with this grid. Be aware of where you are drawn and invited, for this is where you will find unique opportunities. Discover the harmony of being in this natural resonance with others. Be receptive. You are the diviner of harmony, the meeting ground of physical reality and the infinite. Okay, so when this comes to this idea of illusion, what is coming through is that you don't want to get lost in the idea of this. You don't want to get lost in the idea of what is harmony for you. What do I mean by this? It's really easy to fall into things that we think make us comfortable, but they're not really making us comfortable. So maybe you are used to hanging out with certain friends or interacting in a certain way with people, or maybe, I don't know, like these little patterns that you might have where, you go to healing circles and groups and you don't really let yourself be vulnerable. Whatever those things that you do that are in your comfort zone, but are maybe looking like, yes, they're on my path, this is what this is what makes me feel good. Really start to be aware of your energy signature in those situations. What you're really looking to do is to find what your unique harmonic resonance is. And this also means learning who you are alone and not necessarily always in relationship with another. It's easy to want to maintain harmony with others by changing your frequency to match their expectations of you. And when that happens, you're not channeling your own unique, personal, harmonic resonance. You are not in your own natural frequency and vibration. And so it's really important to get to know your own. The illusion is thinking that that harmonic resonance of comfortableness in these various situations, the way you behave, who you are, is really a reflection of you, when it truly might be just a reflection of who that person or what that situation or what you think that situation expects of you. So learn to bring yourself to that place of harmony by opening yourself up to unexpected and different ways of being. Maybe you say no to that invitation to that party or to that event that you do maybe more out of expectation or obligation or thinking it's fun, but you need something else for yourself. It's just being open to creating space for something new, a new way of being to come into your life. I, for example, am here doing this reading in a place that is my sacred space that I have cultivated for myself by saying no to certain things that I used to do, thinking that that's what made me comfortable, like going on hikes with people, when really what I needed was to be alone to find this part of me. But I had to let go of things. I had to let go of expectations of me in order to find this within myself. And now, when I say yes to situations and environments that are allowing me to be who I truly am. And it's coming up in the most unexpected ways, and it's just so beautiful. So the illusion is thinking that you are in harmonic resonance when you are maybe not. So let's keep reading this card. Bring deeper harmony to the practical circumstances in which you find yourself, right? To really get to know who you are and invite those situations in and deepen your relationship with yourself. Free the ego from its self-centeredness. Embrace the potent energies that are raising the harmonic frequencies of the planet. Really begin to watch your ego, watch your thoughts. How are you treating yourself, right? The illusion is that we are not the creators of our reality, when the truth is that we are gods. We are creators of reality. We do so with our thoughts, how we behave, our actions. And the ego is so quick to judge, so quick to criticize, so quick to question. And so it's just making sure you recognize that the illusion is your ego. It's a point of view that's just trying to keep you safe and in the comfortable. And what we're doing is we're changing who we are. Embrace the potent energies that are raising the harmonic frequencies of the planet. Breathe easy. You are the song being sung by the new golden octave. Sound the resonant tone of the one heart. The illusion is that you are separate. And now it is about finding the song of unity consciousness. 8 is the number of solar passage into a higher octave of being. Its shape symbolizes as above, so below, right? The number 8, as above, so below, as above, so below. And where does the above and below meet? In the heart center. It's not the ego mind, it is the heart mind, the heart center. Its shape symbolizes as above, so below in ever successively higher spirals of light, right? Keep doing the 8 up, and what is that? That is our DNA, the ladder to ascension. Changing our DNA is how we are going to become a higher version of ourselves, how we're going to become superhuman. That's a whole nother subject. Talk to me about that later. 8 represents the completion of the 7-fold evolution, heralding the way for the Earth to move into a 12-fold spiral of solar evolution. The 12-fold spiral of our solar evolution speaks to the 12 strands of DNA. Again, another conversation we're going to have to come back to. If you want to learn more about that, drop me a comment below and I will make a separate video of that. All right, so that was the illusion. What is the integration? Manifestation. Manifestation. That is the integration. Oh, so we're going from 8 to 10. Passkey to true identity. Passkey to true identity in this and all worlds. Unlock the gates to the great mystery manifesting through you. Intention, motivation, true identity, foundation of essence self, aligned manifestation. 10 is the ray of manifestation, the foundation of individual self, manifesting its true identity, the foundation of essence self. A potent manifestation awaits you. 2 worlds combine. The key to manifestation in all realms is through clear intention and the embodiment of your divine essence. What does your heart desire to manifest? Begin by aligning with your essence. This is exactly why the illusion is thinking that we are in our true essence, and why the first step is in finding what that true essence is. And we integrate this through manifestation. So what's happening is we're constantly manifesting with our thoughts. Every single thought that we think is creating the reality that we have around us. What are the thoughts that you think? How are you treating yourself? What are you doing? Are you in integrity with your true and highest self? Because when you do, you are going to be manifesting exactly what you need to manifest. Right now, when we manifest, when we are attempting to manifest, when we set conscious intention, often it's coming from the ego place rather than the heart center. I used to focus on what it was that I was trying to manifest, and I focused so heavily on the physical that I was not feeling the manifestation. So, because my ego mind was still wrapped in the physical world, the 3D matrix that I had been embedded in for so long, when I was manifesting, I was focused on like having lots of money and, being a leader and, I don't know, having a house somewhere. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with these physical desires. These physical desires are magnificent, and I want them in my life, and everybody should want them if they desire them. The problem was my approach to manifesting these, because when I was thinking about these things, I was still thinking with my old ego mind. The understanding that I had of money based on the 3D matrix, the understanding of leadership based on the 3D matrix. Just looking at these systems in old ways instead of new ways. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a leader. There's nothing wrong in manifesting that which I desire. But what I wanted was that which was aligned with me. And when I found who I was, when I found my true essence, my higher self, I began to ask for these things in a new way. I learned from a teacher. I asked for new teachers, and I was given these amazing teachers who have been helping me ascend. They are just magnificent leaders. Their names are Eldora and Saman. And I highly recommend you check out their YouTube channel. If it is aligned with you, they will catapult you into your next vibration. But one of the teachings that I think was so potent was what you are asking for. And they taught me the phrase, I align my will with the will of the divine. How potent that is. That is what I like to refer to as a seed phrase. There are seed languages, seed mantras. I'm calling this a seed phrase because there is so much magic within that seed phrase. There is so much potential in the simplest of words. I align my will with the will of the divine. My will is the divine's will. The divine will is creation of our highest selves, our highest expression of the self. The divine will is unity consciousness and source consciousness. The divine will is to live in harmony, to remember that we are creator gods, to be the embodiment of unconditional love. The divine will is beyond our most magnificent dreams. We are the divine. We come from that. And when we align our will with that, we are moving towards this ever-increasing expansion of our beingness. And so I'm not focused on, do I have enough money? Will I have enough money? How I will make that money? Where that money will come to me from? I am not focused on how I can grow my channel, how I can be a leader, how I need to show up, what I need to do to attract people. I let it channel through me because the divine wants what I want, and I want what the divine wants. How beautiful is that? So, as we come into our true essence, we begin to look at what we are creating and what we are manifesting by watching the way we think and speak and act. This is self-mastery. And so we integrate by being master manifestors. by being conscious manifestors, by walking in self-mastery, so that we are creating the world that we want within us and around us. Oh, this is powerful. I hope you're feeling this. Okay, let's see. By aligning with your essence aligned with intention, it creates an etheric thought form, an energy matrix image. This is that hologram, right? And we're going to then create that hologram to project around us and be our reality. As long as it is unrestricted by limiting beliefs, the energy pattern emerges and evolves. Getting over those limiting beliefs, such an important aspect. This is the daily shadow work. And when you begin to watch your thoughts, you begin to identify your limiting beliefs. And then you can reprogram yourself. You want to talk about reprogramming yourself? Talk to me. This is what I do. I help people reprogram. We do it through so much beautiful work together in many different forms. So just reach out to me if it's something you're interested in. As it evolves, it aligns with the larger pattern until it is finally released into manifestation. This is the co-creation that we have with others, with the universe, with the divine. In receiving 10, you're being asked to look carefully at your own foundations. What structures and belief system is your reality built on, right? Watch your thoughts, because you will begin to learn what those thought structures are, what your belief systems are. I am surrounded by the most magnificent insects right now. I have been seeing the color neon blue quite a bit. There are neon blue dragonflies around me. There's these neon blue butterflies. There was some insect that was like this big that was neon blue that I've never seen before, and it had a big, thick body, and it was not a dragonfly. And then earlier on my hike, I saw this lizard that was like orange, and then it had a neon blue tail. And earlier this week, I was talking to my daughter about how, like, you know, our perception is based on like what we are bringing into our consciousness. And I told her, like, if we start thinking about neon blue cars, we're just going to see neon blue cars everywhere. And we started seeing neon blue cars everywhere. So the color neon blue, actually, now that I think about it, whenever I'm on this particular hike, I see neon blue. I see neon blue in the strangest places. Like once I saw neon blue on a tree. It was the oddest thing. And then I saw neon blue in my vision through a meditation. So there is something about that oh, it's the Arcturians. I'm hearing that. That is the Arcturians. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Arcturians for being with me, for surrounding me, for imparting this magic on me and this technology, whatever it is that you are providing. I'm sorry, I just had that massive revelation, and I apologize for interrupting this reading with that. Okay. What foundations motivate your choices? You are now creating a new foundation, walking into all that you are. Create that new foundation for yourself. That's the integration. Your essence self. As the foundation of your essence self emerges, others will recognize your true identity, right? When we are in this conscious manifestation, we bring those people, our soul family in. We start to create that, you know, and this is why it's about creating space in your life to allow those people to emerge. And so you want to watch how you're interacting and understand what your true essence is, so that you can draw those relationships, those experiences, that reality that you're creating to you. When you are in resonance with the universe, manifestation is a natural byproduct. Unconstrict your vision to include the seemingly impossible. What is seemingly impossible? This is when you align your will to the will of the divine. The impossible is possible. Your wildest imagination has never, you know, it just is beyond that, because it's like there is just so much magic and potential, and we are limited by what we believe, by what we've experienced, by what we know. So we need to open ourselves up to that magic. Unconstrict your vision to include the seemingly impossible by standing outside your linear perceptions. which dictate that things must occur in a step-by-step way. Time is non-linear. Allow magic to happen in your life. It's not that you need to go through things in the way that old paradigm has taught you, building step by step. Allow magic to happen in your life. I don't want to get into this. Let's just keep reading. Instead of trying to figure it out with your ego mind, simply resonate with the desired manifestation. Yes, yes, yes. Instead of trying to figure it out with your ego mind. We are so limited by our ego mind. So just allow, surrender, allow the magic to happen. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter why, it doesn't matter when. Dream what you desire, feel into it, align your will with the will of the divine, because the universe is supporting you. It wants you to win, it wants you to succeed, it wants you to be aligned with your soul purpose. Be and seal what is already completed, because in non-reality. See and feel what is already completed, because in non-linear reality, it is. By focusing your awareness on the static appearance of reality into the generative quantum aspect of creation, the casual matrix of archetypes and sacred geometry, you can naturally precipitate directly what you desire. Sorry, I got a little scattered. There are other people here. But anyway, the idea is to think beyond the illusion of what you already know. All right, final card. It was illusion, integration, and gift. What is the gift? Complex stability. Complex stability. That is the gift. Oh wow, I was shuffling these cards and I noticed that these are increased by 2. We have 8, 10, 12. Complex stability. From the greater council at essence core, through the pulse of connectedness, stability pours. Pattern that connects, stability and expansion, greater constellation, union of polarity, sacred light councils. 12 is the ray of complex stability, the foundation of self and the foundation of essence in union with the mystical truth of polarity. All things are interwoven in this dynamic dance of yin and yang. All parts make up a greater whole. Draw on the wisdom, strength, and stability you derive as a member of the greater council. No matter what your experience, there is complex stability in the larger pattern that invites you to feel stable as you expand and evolve. Living in a world of polarities, yet knowing all the parts are one in the unified whole creates the underlying framework of connectedness. The hologram of polarity is simply the structure, the loom upon which worlds and reality are woven. Ooh, I am just letting that one hit me hard. The gift. When we let go of the ego mind, when we let go of the illusion, when we master ourselves, when we find our true essence, and we begin manifesting consciously, using our true essence, we are embodying the gift in this world, the gift of complex stability. What does that mean? It means that we have mastered ourselves, and because we've mastered ourselves, because we live in unity consciousness within ourselves, we are creating unity consciousness here on Earth. Because we know how to be in relationship with another, how to be in relationship with the other. We are no longer working from the ego mind. We are now working from this mind of higher consciousness, unity consciousness. And that is complex. That is complex because there's so many different thoughts. There's polarity that is gridded into this density that we can see. But we know how to navigate it without judgment, without division, without separation, because we have achieved unity within. And because we have achieved unity and harmony within, we can do it without. What does it mean to achieve unity within? It is so much. We can do it on a biological level. I gave this example last night in a cacao ceremony that I led. Mother Cacao was really channeling through and really brought us in touch with the heart, how we unify body, mind, and soul, how we move through our chakras, and how we integrate within our body. And this example that I was given was the idea of how we create disharmony. Our bodies are teaching us about unity consciousness. We are made of billions and billions and billions and billions of cells that self-organize and work harmoniously as multiple different systems, the respiratory system, the digestive system, the nervous system, this, etc., 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 and organs like the liver and the heart and the kidneys and the gallbladder, and all these different parts of us, the consciousness that goes through, the neurotransmitters that are expressed, everything working harmoniously, listening to each other, communicating with each other, self-identifying. I am a lung cell, I am not a kidney cell, and working together as a harmonious system. And when it is most optimal, when it is most efficient, is when it is in resonance and harmony and union and unity consciousness. Now, what do? We are not listening to the way our body speaks, and we create disharmony within ourselves. So I gave the example of being lactose intolerant, and it was something that I had learned early on about myself, but I was in the idea that I needed to eat certain things and that I enjoyed certain things, like the taste of pizza and ice cream and everything else. And I hadn't learned how to make better choices and to make plant-based versions of it and all the things. There's so many tools right now that I use to help me overcome those things. But there was such an extreme desire from my mouth and my body because, you know, these foods affect our systems in different ways that may make us feel good. And there was a memory association with it and this idea that it made me feel good. But my stomach would hurt. It was really, really uncomfortable. I would be in so much pain. And I didn't feel good, and I wasn't of my highest vibration, and it just made me irritable. But my mouth, my desire, my emotions, my body would be like, I want that pizza, I want that ice cream, and then my gut would say, we've been through this experience, why do you keep doing this to me? I was creating disharmony in my body. Our body speaks to us in so many different ways. It can do it through intuition, it can do it through food and nutrition, it can do it through all the different ways it communicates with us. And we're constantly ignoring it instead of understanding that this is a signal of our body telling us how we can optimize our health and our experience in life. And so when we start to listen to the needs of our body, we create that harmony in us. What is our body but a microcosm of Mother Earth? Mother Earth is a complex network of systems, and we can learn how to treat her by treating ourselves. And she is the expression of billions of people, of all the different microorganisms, plants and animals, and, the water cycle and the soil cycle and all these different systems. And so when we create harmony within our body, we are learning how to create harmony outside of us. We're learning to create that harmony with Mother Nature and with Mother Earth. And so when we learn how to be masters of ourselves, we create that complex stability of learning how to embody the true nature of ourselves while learning how to accept all other systems as they are and teaching what it means to be an efficient and optimized system. Stability is, the hologram of clarity is simply the structure, the loom upon which worlds and reality are woven, right? It's a polarity that is a hologram, and we can then create a different reality within that. Stability is a matter of perception. Find where you can openly flow and expand in the middle of seemingly complexity. Utilize the relationships created by polarity to explore and expand any self-limiting constructs. Open your perceptions. Through you, the mysterious balance of the cosmos is fulfilled. This is so potent. We've just come out of 2 years of being forced to really look at what is our idea of stability. When we went into a global lockdown, when everything was challenged, you couldn't work the same way, earn money the same way, go to the grocery store the same way, go outside the same way. Our idea of stability was challenged, right? We thought what we knew stability was, but that was an illusion of the matrix. That was the foundation in which others had created this illusion of stability, and we bought into it. Now, that is a challenge. Now, for me, I found where my true stability was. I was really lucky. I had actually jumped into a massive leap of faith earlier the last year. And so I had begun to redefine my definition of stability. And by doing so, when we entered into that period, I found a different kind of stability. The stability and strength within myself, that inner knowing that everything was going to be okay. I had been through so much challenge in my life. I understood what my entire childhood was teaching me how to do, which was to be in the knowledge that the universe is always working in my favor, that I have always been safe, that I have always been supported, and that everything will be okay, that this too shall pass, that I am growing into this next version of myself, and to have faith and to surrender. And that is where I found my stability. And that is what we're being asked to do, is to really find the true definition of stability in our lives. And when we can embody that, we're becoming this new grid here on Earth. Drawing number 12 alludes to your potential or actualized ability to gather and focalize sacred circle of light. Meditate. You will remember yourself sitting on many a sacred council circle in etheric temples. Oh, this happens, and it's so beautiful. You will remember when you were the one who was helping to create this, that you were on the sacred council of those that promise to create a new earth together. That is what you're here to do. If you are listening to this, that is what you came here to do, and you will remember that. And you will be the sacred keeper and the embodiment of that in this lifetime. If you feel excited and charged by this recollection, Draw on your remembrances to bring together a light circle to amplify the potential of joyfully realizing the divine plan unfolding. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing this in small and big ways that have yet to come forth, and I hope you do this too. But if you would like to join me, just pay attention and follow. I'm going to be just experimenting, and hopefully you will experiment too. Let's create this together. Let's do this together. Let's support one another. Humanity is presently moving out of its cycles of 7-fold evolution into 12-fold solar evolution. Within the great solar spiral, the Earth is the 4th planet out from the Sun, and our Sun is the 4th sun in the Alpha Omega galaxy. There are 7 planets and 7 suns, and thus the Earth is at the epicenter of that pattern. I've never thought about that. I've never thought about that. We are the 4th planet out, and then the 4th sun. I've never even known that. I've never thought about the suns and that number of the suns. I think about the great central sun, and I think about our sun, but I've never thought about the position that we are in and all the suns. 4th is heart consciousness, the 4th chakra, the heart. It is the bridge between the lower and the higher dimensions. The Earth is an ascension planet. This is what we're doing. We are using heart consciousness, moving through polarity by deepening our relationship with our heart. That's powerful. We are leading this ascension through the heart, and it is represented in all its ways. The galaxy beyond our own has 12 suns with 12 planets. The greater galaxy will assimilate our present universe in accordance with divine timing as the 7-fold evolution is complete. Drawing this number asks you to find stability and flow with this vast expansion and change. The gift is this changing time. The gift is this chaos. The gift is this change, this evolution. And it is manifesting so quickly. But we can find our stability through this because we are the gatekeepers of this ascension. And we do so through embodiment and leadership and higher self knowing. This is a really powerful reading. And if you are here listening to this, I invite you to really let this sink into your heart. To really make a commitment to self-mastery. It doesn't have to be giant leaps of faith all the time. It's the small ways that we master ourselves, making a commitment to watching what you eat, to watching what you think, to watching how you speak about yourself, to paying attention to the company that you keep, to, just how you make decisions and what you are choosing. You can do it by just saying, I'm going to drink more water every day. I am going to reprogram myself every time I catch myself with a negative thought. I'm going to say, cancel, clear, delete that thought. And then I'm going to reprogram with a new empowering thought. Maybe it is being present, meditating once a day. Maybe it's saying affirmations. Maybe it's spending more time with your children. Make a commitment to yourself to master some aspect of yourself, and then build upon that. Get better and better and better, and just become the master of yourself. And when you become the master of yourself, you will find that you are creating the life that you desire, and you are embodying what it means to be the new earth and to be living in 5D consciousness. And then you are going to be leading the way for others to follow. And we're just moving through this time of change, and we are the leaders of that change, and we do so by being conscious and making commitments to ourselves and just taking those steps forward and not being controlled by the illusion of chaos, the illusion of instability, the illusion of not being in control of the reality that is there around us. This is the illusion. Master yourself. Walk in harmony with yourself. Walk in harmony with Mother Earth. Oh my God, I am feeling this. This is the Lionsgate. This is the full moon energy. I hope you feel this too. If you liked this reading, please drop me a comment below. Just share this message. I'm learning how to share of myself in this public way. And so this is not about growing my following per se. This is about sharing energy, and I feed off of your energy. And so if you like this, like it. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. If you just want to say hi, say hi. If you just want to give a smiley face, do that. I feed off of your energy, and it helps me. It just helps me. So thank you. I'm grateful for you. I feel so blessed, and I hope you do too. Live a wonderful, blessed life, and share this light. Share your light with everyone. Thank you.